Over the last year, I've conversed with hundreds of different business owners, ranging anywhere from 50K a month to 300K a month, and I've been posing two different questions. What's the goal for your business, and what's stopping you from achieving it? Now, the answer for the goal has always been relatively the same: hit X amount this year, grow my business to X to hire a new team, or start working on the business rather than in it, but it all has to do with more capital. Now, the answer to all these questions are also the same: hit X amount this year, more jobs. Grow my business to X, you need more jobs. Start working on the business rather than in it, you need to be in a position, which means more jobs. And the only way to get more jobs within the lead generation industry is generate more leads. Now, I break this down to a super simple equation. More leads equals more revenue, and more revenue equals goals achieved. Now, like I said, this equation is very simple. The idea is simple, the concept is simple, but the execution itself is the difficult part. Every stage of business comes with new problems, new goals, but more importantly, new knowledge. In order to get from 0K to 50K a month, there's something you had to change that you weren't doing at 0. In order to get from 50 to 100, there's something you had to change that you weren't doing at 100, and so on and so forth. Each new stage is an improvement upon the last, which means the stage above you is either doing something you aren't doing or doing something you're doing at a higher level. But regardless of which one, this statement stays the same: doing the same inputs you're doing every day will not give you the different output you're looking for. If the owner who's stuck at 50K a month keeps doing the same inputs he does every day, he will never get that different output he's looking for. And what I'm explaining here is not a theory, and it's not a made-up concept. A business owner we were working with about a year ago was barely scratching $1,000 in sales, and then the next month, by changing his inputs, the output changed. And by changing his inputs, this contractor had the exact same results, allowing him to close 67 leads at a 34% conversion rate. Now, this all sounds amazing, but the biggest question is, what is that big change that gets you more leads so you could achieve those goals? And to answer that question, I want to break down the key differentiators between a 50K a month contractor and a 200K a month contractor. Now, I picked these two specific business stages because I found anybody at or around 50K a month all do similar inputs, and anybody at or around 200K a month all do similar inputs. Now, the answer to the question of what's the key differentiator between a 50K a month contractor and a 200K a month contractor is how the business is getting leads. And this brings me to my third and final pivotal question: what are the main ways your business is getting leads and jobs? Now, as I said before, everyone at or around 50K does similar inputs, and everyone at or around 200K does similar inputs. So the only way to break this barrier is by changing the inputs at your level. Now, while conversing with all the business owners I've got to talk to over the past year, I found that anybody at or around 50K a month have three primary lead generation methods that overlap between all the different businesses I spoke to, which is referrals, word of mouth, and then Angie's List / Thumbtack. We're going to do the same thing and break down the primary lead generation methods for someone at 200K, but since this video is specifically for people who are trying to make it from 50K to 200K, I want to kind of compare and contrast the two. And the best way I saw to do that is by breaking down these three primary lead generation methods and telling you why they don't work and why someone at 200K is not using these as their primary acquisition methods. And my reasoning came down to these three specific things. Referrals, word of mouth, and then Angie's List are all passive acquisitions with no active driver. By this, I mean you're focusing on getting more referrals, but you're not focusing on getting the leads that in turn would get you more referrals. If you think about it this way, one job might get you, let's say, 2 referrals, and you're heavily focused on these 2 referrals and relying on this one job to get you these referrals. But if you flip your thinking and stop focusing on the referrals and focus on leads, maybe now you get 10 jobs, and out of those 10, you get 20 referrals. This came out to 3 total jobs, and this came out to 30. The second reason why these 3 acquisition methods do not work is because they all include waiting on leads, but there's no confidence in them coming in. Angie's List is a platform where you're essentially renting leads from a big pool of leads that other people also have. That means my business and your business share the exact same lead pile. And these leads are never guaranteed to one, be good or even come in the first place. Next, referrals you have absolutely zero control over. The one job you do for that one person can lead to him talking to two people, but there's no guarantee these two people even reach out to you. And no matter how good of a job you do for this one person, there's not even a guarantee he talks to somebody else. And word of mouth works the exact same way. There's no guarantee someone's going to reach out to you. Then lastly, and most likely the reason why you're stuck at this 50K a month area is because all of these acquisition methods are inconsistent. And this inconsistency creates a gray area. You're not able to hire a new team, get a new truck, upgrade your materials, because you don't even know if you're going to be able to maintain it next month. All three of these acquisition methods can work, but you'll never escape this 50K a month jail. Now let's take a look at those business owners who are doing at or around 200K a month. Their primary lead generation method is social media paid ads, primarily Facebook and Instagram, Google LSA, which is Google Local Service Ads, and then Google PPC and SEO, which is pay per click, and then search engine optimization. In the same way that we did for 50K a month, let's take a look at these inputs and how the outputs allow you to sustain a 200K a month business. Now, the first reasoning is that all of these are active acquisition methods. This active acquisition method allows you to create a referral pipeline, so now you have both inbound and outbound leads coming into your business consistently. Opposite of 50K a month, these inputs allow confidence in the number of leads that are coming in each month. This means you could start focusing on both short-term and long-term growth and build the business, not just maintain it. And just as before, the main and most prevalent outcome of all of these inputs is consistency. This consistency gives you security in hiring teams, upgrading your equipment, getting a new truck, training sales managers, getting more employees, and overall building your business. It is impossible to build and then maintain a business when your weekly lead calendar looks something like this. But if your calendar is consistent and you can project the amount of leads that are coming in next week, 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, that's when you could start investing in your business and start building it higher and higher. So as a recap, people who are at or around 50K a month are doing these type of inputs, and it's keeping them at that 50K a month range. And the business owners who are doing 200K a month are doing these inputs, which are allowing them to be at the 200K a month range. Now, the last thing I want to do is go over each one of these inputs that a 200K a month business owner is doing, why they're beneficial, and then how you can implement them into your own business. And that brings me to my high value differentiator method breakdowns. Now I'm going to go ahead and break down each one of these high value inputs, but I wanted you to see how each one of them play into the other. All three of these are intertwined to create an input acquisition web of high value to drive these companies up into the 200, 300K range. Now let's start with Meta ads, which is Facebook and Instagram ads. And as I go through this, at the end, I'm going to show you how each one of them intertwine. Now, Facebook and Instagram advertising creates demand before people even know they need you, which is the pinnacle of interrupt marketing. Now, to paint this picture for you, imagine you're scrolling on Instagram and Facebook and you see an ad for a home remodeling business taking a home from looking like A to looking like B. And what goes through your mind as a buyer, you're thinking about your kitchen, your home, your bathroom, your living room, and thinking, I want it to look like B, but I'm stuck at A. This inclines you to click the call to action and become a lead. In a very basic way, that is the glory of interrupt marketing. Next, positioning images and videos to convert cold audiences to warm leads fast. Unlike the other two acquisition methods I'm going to show you, Facebook and Instagram really grasp the attention of potential buyers and turn them into leads by utilizing pictures, videos, and the content that the business has. Next, retargeting that brings back website visitors who didn't call the first time. In a nutshell, this is positioning your business in front of the eyes of a potential future buyer who has looked at or engaged with your website but never truly became a lead. This allows you to leave no stone unturned and grasp the attention of anybody who even has 1% interest within getting your service done for them. Last but not least, Facebook and Instagram builds brand recognition within your local market, and people start to recognize your name, quote unquote, driving more natural word of mouth. Now let's break down Google Local Service Ads. Google Local Service Ads is going to be at the absolute top of the Google page, and it's going to say Google Guaranteed next to your business. Having the Google Guarantee badge next to your business name instantly signals trust within homeowners. If you think about it, your roofing business and the business down the street do almost the exact same thing. They build and repair roofs. The only difference within the customer's eyes is the trust factor. They either trust that you're giving them the best price, trust that you're going to get them the best work, or trust that you're going to do it in an efficiently and timely manner. And having this Google Guaranteed badge right next to your name on Google's main page is just going to build that trust instantly right off the first impression. Next, it also captures the highest intent buyers, people who are actively searching right now with the wallet out. Next, you appear above every single result on Google, which includes Google PPC and SEO, which we'll get to in a second. But every single business owner or contractor knows it is crucial. It's a must-have to be at the top of Google's page, and Google LSA will get you there. Next, Google LSA is pay per lead only, meaning you're only paying when a lead calls you or fills out a form, meaning you're not paying when they land on your website, snoop around, or anything like that. When they become a lead, that's when you pay. And lastly, this is kind of a fun fact, but Google LSA converts at 20 to 25%, where Google PPC, which is pay per click, converts at around 6 to 8%, making Google LSA the most efficient Google platform paid ads manager to use. But now let's dive into Google PPC and SEO. Pay per click gives you website volume on demand, meaning once you turn on your campaign and the keywords are running, you're going to get a lot of website traction and a lot of website clicks quickly. Next, SEO builds a free lead machine over time. Every ranking is a lead with no ad spend, meaning SEO is absolutely free and every lead you get, you don't have to pay for. If your SEO rankings are high and you're running PPC ads and your Google LSA is active, that means you dominate the entire front page of Google. And lastly, SEO compounds, meaning the longer you invest into it, the cheaper your leads get over time. Now I want to show you how everything intertwines within each other. Let's start with meta ads, creating demand before people even know you, interrupt marketing, meaning they see your ad on social media, they might search you up and then find out you're Google Guaranteed. That's an instant lead. Building brand recognition, meaning driving word of mouth, is going to create a pipeline into more people searching you up and seeing your Google Guaranteed, which is also instant leads. Now with Google LSA, when people see you at the top of the page, maybe they click your website, but they never convert, it goes into the retargeting campaign on Meta Ads. This retargeting campaign allows them to be hit again, but now with pictures and videos of your content to confirm them into becoming a lead. With PPC and SEO, PPC gives you volume on demand, which increases the amount of website visits, which goes right into your retargeting campaign. SEO brings a free lead magnet, which also brings a lot of website visitors, which again goes straight into your retargeting campaign. SEO builds a free lead magnet. SEO builds a free lead magnet, which again brings a lot of website visits, which goes straight into your retargeting campaign. And again, using social media to build your brand recognition drives word of mouth, causing people to search you up, which drives people right into keywords on PPC or seeing you naturally on SEO. For business owners who are making over $200K a month, Meta Ads, Google LSA, and Google PPC and SEO are non-negotiables. Ownership and control over how, where, and who their business is being shown to is a huge priority for these business owners making $200K. And more importantly, the ability to adjust or increase the lead flow is the reason why they have ascended 6 figures a month mark. If you take anything from this video, understand this. Doing the same inputs you're doing every day will never equal a different output that you're looking for. To ascend from 50K a month to 100, 100 to 200, or 50K to 200, you must change the inputs you're doing every day. Okay, that's the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button, subscribe button, hit the post notification bell to know every single time that I post. And if you want to learn more or you're interested in working, go down below to the description. My Calendly link is there. Book a meeting and I'll see you on the call. Peace.